Sui has been on a monumental run recently. Let's discuss the current situation because the market for Sui is pulling back along with the overall cryptocurrency market. And yes, it seemed like Sui was immune to the overall market pullback, but today we are finally seeing it. Let's discuss, let's look at the macro, the technical, the fundamental, and my current trade, and let's figure out what to do. With that said, of course, nothing in my videos is financial advice. And look at this, Bitcoin, first of all, pushing down today. And guys, it's ridiculous, but just look at this. The moon phases. On the weekly chart, the moon phases came in and told us exactly when there was going to be a big crash. Now, this is absolutely ridiculous, and it makes me sick to even say this, but this has been incredibly accurate since March of this year, in this entire phase. Again, the moon phase comes in and we crash. Every time there's a blue one, we crash. Every time there's a gray one, we pump, all right? So, I mean, we might as well just start paying attention to this. So we are, we're about 14 days away from it being the next one. Not 14 days, probably like 12 days now. So 12 days until we get some sort of pump. Now, can we go significantly lower until then? Of course we can. I would be watching these different regions. Let me drop this into the 1 day so we can figure this out before we get bullish. Let's, of course, have a look at the bearish side of things. So these are the regions I'm looking at, right? Liquidity zones underneath recent lows where people get involved in trades. They put their stop losses and they put their liquidations and they put their emotional capitulation. So I'm watching here about $57,000 and here about $53,000. Both of these are very good points of entry, I would say. And also the lower one is the lower end of our bull flag here. So I'd watch that very closely. It is possible. However, I would love to see us hold this, of course, but we are still doing well. The bulls are doing well to hold Bitcoin above $60,000 here, which is nice, right? So far, so good. And if one thing I can say is send CZ back to jail, because everyone told me that that was going to be bullish. And since he's come out of jail, the market has dumped. So send him back, please. I'm not up for this. This is not good. It's meant to be October, so someone has to be blamed. So let's just blame him for some reason. But look at this. 60,000 is still holding. If we lose that, of course, we got to watch these regions down here. But guys, I'm feeling more bullish today than I was over the last couple of days. Of course, it's been fearful, but we have things coming out that make me more comfortable. We've spoken about this already. Bitcoin exchange liquidation map. The market and retail are going short, right? They're going short down here at support rather than going short up at resistance. This is what we want to see because we can go against the market, or at least we can think against the market. We also have tons and tons of longs being liquidated still in this market, meaning those guys, they're getting liquidated, then they're doubling down on a short position, which is not the right mindset. They're basically revenge trading and chucking a lot of liquidity in the market that can be wrecked on the upside now if we push upwards. If we do push up to this $63,000 region, look how much will be liquidated. Look, 63 right here, that's $3.5 billion, right? $3.5 billion that could be liquidated. So that means that I'm pretty bullish. Now, we do also have the DXY pressing upwards yesterday and going into today, wherever you are in the world. The DXY is the strength of the dollar, and this is not what we want to see. We want to see it lose this region. Last time it fell down from this region was the bull market, and that's exactly what we want to see again. This is just a reaction, I think, and we will head downwards. This is a reaction to the tensions that are happening in the world right now. And I think that this will head down again once things start to cool off. Now, the crypto greed and fear index is telling us we are back in fear, guys. We were just in greed, right? This isn't showing it, but we were just in greed last week. And this is a nice reset for the market, right? Everyone gets really euphoric. Everyone goes really long on the market. Everyone starts to go long at resistance rather than down at support, where we're going long in these trades, right? We want to go long down at support, right? We don't want to be going long up at resistance. So I think this gives me a good feeling about where the market might go. However, I am still watching this region and this region and this region, okay? It's possible that we come down. So make sure you're either in positions that don't really matter the amount. So if you get liquidated, you get liquidated. If you get stopped out, you get stopped out. Or if we go down to these regions, are you in positions that you're willing to dollar cost average into, right? If you're sitting on the edge right now and you're like, if this goes any lower, I'm totally done, then you've got too much money in that project, all right, or that you don't actually believe in it. So make a decision, guys. But if not, right, we're going to be watching probably first of all about 61.5 here to break, and then we really want to break the 62,000 to really go on another run. And then, guys, if on the bullish side we actually do have, look at this, a higher high, a higher low, up to a higher high, and then right now we may very well just be putting in a higher low before we head up to our resistance and make one final push before finally breaking through. So right now, the bullish market structure is not broken. On that note, though, everyone is looking at the same market structure. Everyone is having the same thought that I just had. They're saying, well, as long as we hold about $58,000, technically this is still a bullish market structure, and technically we're fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my stop loss here. I'm going to put my liquidation here. I'm going to sell if we go here. Liquidations, stop losses, emotional capitulation. Where does that all sit? Right below this region at about 57. So quickly wicking down to get these people out before heading upwards. Breaking the market structure briefly is something that I would expect to happen here, guys. If we don't hold where we are now, and if we don't hold 60, we're probably going to head down to these regions here to liquidate as many people as humanly possible, because that is where the money is made, especially when there is no retail, new retail here. There's no retail, right? No one cares apart from us. We're retail, of course, but the people who are already here, we've been here since the start of the run, the bear market, the last bull market, we're all here, but no one new is coming. No one's downloading Coinbase. There's no one new, guys. So the fireworks come when the new people get here. When does that happen? When Bitcoin starts to break its old all-time highs. It's the same thing. It's the same cycle. That's when euphoria hit, and that's when you want to be considering starting to take profits as we move into an altcoin season. So you have to deal with the horrible kitchen right now. It's too hot. But if you can't handle the heat, guys, you probably should get out, because things could get significantly worse from here. Now, I opened the video talking about Sui. Sui is a $1.68 right now. It briefly touched $2, and I'm sure a ton of people jumped in at $2. I got so much hate for some reason here on the channel about taking profits from our Sui trade, which is absolutely ridiculous, because we got in at $1. I made this video, where is it? I made this video here, right, talking about where it could go, $20 at $1. So at one point, that on the spot market was up 100%, guys, up 100%. And we actually have a 6x long open on Sui. So we made a ton of money on this trade. I banked a ton of money. I protected my downside. And that is the key to being a profitable trader in this market. You don't want to let your emotions take over you and then start buying when we hit a resistance, right? Because that's how you get wrecked. So I'm sure there was too much buying that happened up here at the resistance, and now the market is down. Because why? People are taking profits. People are closing their trades. People are selling into the euphoria. And also we have the unlock that nobody told you to worry about. For some reason, everyone was like, yeah, this is going to make no difference. It then unlocked, right? And the market didn't instant dumped. Didn't go down to zero instantly. So everyone was like, well, you're an idiot for even thinking it could be affected. But 2.5% of the supply, a little bit more, was released onto the market about a day and a half ago. Nothing happened initially, but as the market was scared and fearful yesterday, and Sui was the only one that was moving, right? People, I assume, and I'm speculating, the ones that got their unlocks were like, well, it's super bullish right now. Let's sell into the euphoria. Then we'll wait. And then maybe we'll just buy it back when everyone gets scared again. It's a very simple process. And yes, Sui can go significantly higher from where it sits today at $4.6 billion. But these ebbs and flows are opportunities to make money. All right, so $4.6 billion market cap. What does that put us at now? So 4.6 billion, Sui's price, $1.60. We could get about 599 tokens for $1,000. Now let's do our little fun thought experiment of AVAX, right? AVAX right now is a $10 billion market cap. That would give us a price increase of about 2, a price of $3.63, and turn 1,000 into $2,000. And that is completely reasonable, guys. That's a completely reasonable thing to do right now. And AVAX in the last bull market market would give a 7x increase in the price right now. 7x, guys. So if you think about it, if you do have a low leverage, right? I always start with 3x and I increase it as we make profit. But a low leverage trade on Sui, if it does that 7x, right? And you had a 3x long, that would give you a 21x on your initial margin. That's the sort of return that I'm trying to look for here with these trades. That's why it doesn't matter if I take some profits. I still have a large position open, and this position is completely risk-free. I've got a stop loss in at break even, taken a bunch of profit out, and now I ride the waves. So right now, guys, if we look at the chart, it could be a great entry, right? Maybe this region here at $1.61, this region here at about $1.42. If those don't hold, I would be eyeing up about $1.20, and then again at the $1, although that's probably quite unlikely, but we never know how scary the market could get. So our resistance right now is really sitting slap bang on that emotional level of $2. So I think this is a great opportunity to start at least paying attention to. If you do want to trade this, you can do so over on Margex. As you know, I like to use Margex because there is no KYC, no VPN, nothing required. You can literally just sign up and trade directly on this exchange now. And the key here is you can use all of these altcoins as collateral to trade, for example, Sui. So if you really like Casper and you want to generate more Casper, you can trade Sui to generate more Casper. We can see it here. I'm actually using Ethereum right here, 0.13 Ethereum, about $300 of Ethereum to trade Bitcoin. And I've made $4,000 in Ethereum, right? But by trading Bitcoin. That's why I really like this. And if you do follow my link in the description, there's up to $10,000 of a deposit bonus. Plus, again, guys, no VPN, no KYC, a very easy platform to use. I absolutely love using it. So the links are down there in the description, along with Jumpex that also has a massive bonus, right? And you can get up to VIP 2. I think it's really good to be diverse with your exchanges. So feel free to sign up to both. And yeah, you get VIP 2 access to Jumpex, which means they'll look after you. You get 10% reduction in your fees, and it's also no KYC and no VPN right now. So with that said, guys, if we do jump over to CoinMarketCap to finish this off, down 0.44%, things are calming down. We're going into the weekend. Remember what happens on the weekend? We have the CME gaps, right? So if we do get bullish momentum on the weekend or bearish momentum, remember, we'll most likely just come all the way back down to find them again, because every time, where's our chart? Can we see it? Here we go. Apart from this one right here on September the 7th, every single one of our CME gaps has closed in this run. So if we do get a big bullish move or a bearish move, expect it to come back to where it closed on Friday, guys. And that could be a great opportunity for a trade for you, a short-term trade. So all of the links to the exchanges that I use are down there in the description. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Write a sentence with glasses in the word if you did make it this far, so I know you guys are the real OGs, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.